Hello! In this video I'm going to be doing a playthrough of the Crash Twinsanity Prototype of the High Seas Hi-Jinks levels and the boss fight at the end of there. It's interesting how different this level is, so let's get straight on with it. Okay, so this prototype is from February 2004, so quite a while before the game was launched. In fact, this is quite an early take on this level, and from what I remember this seems very different to the approach to the battleship as ended up in the final game. So let's play our way along here. I've enabled kind of infinite lives and health and things like that because it's unfinished and I don't want to be dying all the time. Interesting to see these characters locked in the ice like this. Let's see if we can sneak past, get a look. Yeah, interesting. And in here there's a puzzle with some physics as well, which I'll show you in a second if I can get up here. Maybe from... oh yeah. Yeah, so if we push this barrel along that's got its fuse lit and back off after a short time of it being moved, it'll explode and break through the hazard. And this is the approach to the battleship, so you don't have the big exterior shot as you did in the final game. And the entire battleship interior really is very, very different. It's almost like a completely different level to the final game. So let's have a playthrough here. There's some health here. And like I said, I've got infinite lives and things, so if you see me not dying where I should be dying, it's because of that. Okay, so this room here, interesting. Got these things on the floor which raise up the platform a little bit. Did that put it back down again? I don't think I can jump on there, it looks too far down. Okay, so maybe it's on a timer. Let's try. Let's just jump over here, get rid of this guy, and see if this one... okay, I'll keep spinning it, see if that makes any... oh yeah, so that... okay, so that comes right up. Oh, I've missed now. Obviously, like I said, I've got this mechanism for lifting me up, so there we go. Got those Wumpa fruit from there. Let's see if I can get my bearings, put us back on the deck again. Okie dokie. Just about. Okay. And this oil that you run through is very slippy. Very slippy. Okay. I'm just going to run through these, I think. Okay. There's another puzzle here with the barrel. Same thing if I push it along. Whoa. Whoa. Getting hit by something. Get out of the way. Should explode, yep. And freeze the way forward. And again, in the final game, I think this is all pistons and crankshafts and engine workings and things like this. This stayed the same, this little cutscene with engine. Okay, so checkpoint. Got all these missiles landing in the deck. And I guess toxic gas coming out of these missiles. These henchmen swinging around from the rafters. Run through here again. And there's kind of a Donkey Kong section here. Barrels. Let's see what's up here. Just a Wumpa fruit. Okay, so let's see if we can avoid these barrels. Hit this guy. Is it 2 hits to go? Looks like it. Okay. And then up into the next section here. Again, I'll just run through here. Okay, so looks like what happens if I spin? Oh, okay. So the platform comes by. Can I get the camera to swing around? Maybe the other way. Okay. That one, same deal. Jump on the platform. Pretty dark in here. Let's see. Okay, next section. More missiles landing. Anything hidden here? But again, this is like a completely different game layout from the final version. And I think largely it was because we felt like we needed much more sort of mechanical things going on in the battleship. I think maybe originally we envisaged the battleship being like an old pirate ship kind of thing, and we ended up with it being more modern and therefore big engines and things like that. And again, N-Gin being the henchman in this level kind of made sense to have it more themed towards mechanical stuff than sort of piratey stuff. Let's see if I can get these lives. There we go. Not that I need them. Okay, avoid some of these missiles. Hit the mouse rat. Mouse rat. Okay. Oh. Again, very few sound effects queued up for this section. In terms of missiles landing and exploding and things like that. Okay. Let's bounce our way across these hazards. Missed it. So I'm just cheating to lift myself up there. So it looks like there's a room down here. Oh, the fan doesn't blow you in the air. Door doesn't open. Side door. What's in here? Looks like empty crates, so I guess... Is this it? So I guess that would be a bonus room. We'd have hidden some stuff in there if that stayed till the final game. I suppose we can just walk along the edge here. Lots of stuff on the other side there. Let's go up here by this Donkey Kong rip-off. Let's get rid of this guy, and I'll just cheat my way just over here just to see what's here. Lots of missiles embedded in the floor, more hazards. So I guess you had alternative routes across, and we'd have probably ended up hiding pickups and bonuses and gems and whatever up there. Okay, so I'll just cheat back this way and we'll continue on our way. Okay, so through here as a checkpoint. Okay, so now this is the sort of chase sequence with the walrus that did make the final game, albeit in a different layout and form, but that did come later in the level after the N-Gin kind of mini boss. Oh, is that door gonna... Yep, get through there. So obviously this was rearranged as well, or the concept of the level was rearranged. Again, as far as I can remember, I'm sure you can correct me in the comments if I'm not right about this. Is he gonna come again? Is he gonna... Oh, maybe when the door's shut, he turns it... No? Okay, so I guess explosions, this would be a cutscene here. Which isn't finished because Crash is just yawning. Oh, and we bounce up here, and... Okay, and so this is the N-Gin kind of mini-boss, which again, very, very different. The final game had the kind of circular, you ran in a circle around him on a floating platform. This is on the deck of this ship, firing missiles, which I guess makes sense, given the theme of the level so far. And you can spin and kind of knock them backwards a little bit. Can I get any further forward? No, the camera seems fixed at this point. Doesn't look like I can get any further forward. Here goes another missile. Can I hit that back? Time it right? Okay, so that's gone back that way. Anything? Oh, so I guess that would have maybe defeated N-Gin. And then, oh, here comes a missile or something. Okay, so that blasts me off the boat onto this piece of ice, which is where the final boss fight triggers. Now again, this is very early prototype. They're just in their bind poses there. Very different camera. I'm having to spin the camera around to keep an eye on this guy. This is pretty similar gameplay though. But then this is very different. He jumps out of the water, grabs the edge, it tips forward, and you're going to fall into his mouth, and these kind of nitro or TNT crates land. And then you can touch them and let them go, and then they explode, knocking back into the water. At which point it triggers this part of the boss fight. Again, the terrain is not really working at this point, or the camera, so I'm just going to have to use the debug camera movement to try and get me toward the middle to try and keep this boss fight going. Again, this section seems pretty similar. terms of its layout. Oh, can I land? Yeah, got him, I think. And then the iceberg reforms, and then we repeat this first pattern again. So this is pretty similar, although very unpolished, to how it finally ended up, except for that section where he jumps in the water like this and tips up the iceberg. I would imagine we dropped this because it was not logical enough, or didn't make enough sense, or was too hard. I'm not sure. It didn't work with the cameras. Not sure why that section got changed, because I quite like that, the physics going on. But with all things physics, you can get glitches. Maybe there was bugs where it wasn't completable, the TNT got stuck or whatever. Anyway, it never made the final game. This bit did. Same thing. Let's see if we can jump across here. I'm going to have to debug back up. Okay, give him another hit. And I think that's it, just 2 hits. Yeah, in this demo, that's it for this boss fight. So there you go. So that's a look at the High Seas Hi-Jinks, and then the boss fight that comes after it. You can see how it's being rearranged. The interior of the ship was very different. The approach to the ship was very different. Lots of changes went on from this early build. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, leave a like. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this content, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.